We're here today talking with Uvaldo and Natalie Aguilar. They live in Texas and they have a 15-year-old daughter named Ella. Can you tell us what was the problem or problems you were having before you reached out to me at the Guided Autism Program?
A lot of behaviors. We cannot have visitors. There's a lot of hitting, a lot of scratching, a lot of biting, pulling hair, spitting. Um, these would escalate. My child really does get bad. Like I'm bruised and I've got scratches because my child is in these behaviors that I can't, stop. Not much relaxing because we're always on edge. So that was pretty much every day for us.
And you said you couldn't have visitors.
No visitors.
No visitors.
And
No
and
visitors, and she does not go anywhere. So we're pretty much stuck here. One of us, at least, is stuck here.
what were you both feeling before we started working together?
Heightened awareness all the time. Definitely in defense mode all the time. Uh, no relaxing. I was always worried, anxious, and it was getting worse over time for me. Even when I was away, I was still preparing to be back.
Sometimes it does feel lonely. You wish your wife would be there with you. Because I attend church and I wanted her to go with me, but we couldn't go together.
What was different about the guided autism program or talking with me about moving forward?
So I actually have talked to a lot of programs, most of them geared towards more of an ABA style. We did try it multiple times, and that just wasn't working for her. It was almost making things worse than better. We were trying to do everything that they said. It just was making it more of a battlefield than it was seeing any results at all. There was no positive results that I can tell you that I saw from any of those programs. And when I listened to your videos, it seemed different, that you were willing to listen to what I had to say about Ella instead of making Ella fit this cookie cutter mold.
Can you tell the story about how you found me?
So I was actually up late. Doom scrolling is what I call. So that's when I'm like, you get into the research mode, and other parents may understand that you're just kind of like, what else? There's got to be something else. And I happened to come across your video, and your opening statement was, I know a few things about you, and you're probably looking for help with your autistic child. And I thought, yeah, that I am at my wit's end. I was willing to try anything at this point that was different.
But can you describe the moment or when you realized that working with me and Jenny was actually going to work?
I mean, I think it was maybe within a couple hours of the first day, actually. Ella's never had breakfast with us. And, immediately we saw a change. She actually sat with us having breakfast. It was an amazing moment. And going forward, it just started getting better, and it's working. That's pretty much all I can say. It's working. So.
I think for me, it was probably the second Zoom call. You guys were explaining it was more about me, not treating her like she was disabled mentally, and treating her like she understood, and changing my mindset. I think in that moment, I thought, well, this this may work because nobody has told me that before. And that to me was really a light bulb moment. I just assumed she couldn't do it. Okay. I don't know how us doing this is releasing her from everything. I thought it was, when you guys first said that, I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how. I've never showed her that. I've never showed her this. She was setting the table by day 2. The table that she would never sit at. And I just assumed that she was never going to sit with us.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, okay, no, we're going all in. Whatever they ask us to do, we're gonna do it.
Okay, what does your life look like now that you're in the process of making change?
Now when a storm comes, a hurricane, power goes out, I ain't got to worry about firing up the generator to go get the Wi-Fi on. That was always priority number one. Not the refrigerators, not not all the important stuff, the lights, the internet. That was the priority during a storm. But now it's more now we don't even have to think that way in that mindset.
I've seen her be able to
Yeah.
redirect herself. So now
Yeah.
I'm like, no, ma'am. There was no meltdown. There was
Yeah.
no nothing. I was prepared to be in battle mode. When I'm preparing to go into battle for 3 days. I'm gonna do it because at the end of 3 days, something's gonna happen. I know it. I'm gonna do it. I have faith. I'm gonna do it. And there was no battle.
Here we are, you know.
Sitting on a Zoom.
Yeah, she used to come and spit at the screens and try to close the computers. That was the difficult part. Like right now, she's just walking around, just talking and
no problem.
No problem.
I am surprised, honestly, daily with little things that I watch her do. I never imagined from being where we were and what I was seeing all these years, I never thought like we'd be there right now at 15. I honestly thought she wouldn't be able to do a lot of the things like being self-sufficient, or I really didn't think that was going to work at all.
And we're just 4 weeks in, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You've got 3 months still left of the program.
Yeah. And I just having the tools now, I'm okay with moving forward. I was fearful before. Every day I was like, we're getting one day closer to her being older. We're getting one day closer. And it was just fear building and building. And now I don't have that. She has shown me a lot that she can do. So I don't have that fear. I know that she can build on it as we move forward.
What were you afraid of, Natalie?
Just her not being able to live on her own.
Yeah.
Maybe even with the needs that she had before, there was no one that we knew in our family that we would trust to be able to handle that type of behavior, those types of things. And that's scary when you think about it, because we won't be here forever.
She has that independence now.
Almost comforting.
Yeah, comforting that, it's that when we're gone, she's gonna be okay.
Because Ella will be able to do things for herself and it won't be such a burden.
Yeah.
So what are you excited about moving forward?
Just seeing more progress from her. I mean, she's doing the work. We're watching her. Ultimately we thought it was trying to fix her, but it was more fixing us. It's more now seeing the progress that she's doing and just kind of, helping her along.
I'm excited about her being able to communicate what she needs and what she wants. And I don't have to guess. I can actually give her what she needs and what she wants. I can stand back and let her kind of drive that
independently.
And tell me about the visitors you've had.
We've had several visitors come, not for a long time, but 15, 20 minutes at a time, which is something that I didn't think we would get to at all. She's been great.
And what about church?
I'm actually excited to try it. Like I want to try new things, whereas before trying new things for me was a problem.
Everything that she's done now has just been surprising to us. So it's like, who knows? We could introduce her to people at church. She could start having a conversation. Who knows? Having the mindset of being open and not being afraid anymore, to be honest. That parent guard that we've always had of like, we know she was going to have a behavior, but we're also trying to protect the other people and stuff. But it's now we're open-minded now. It's just kind of to see where this journey takes us.
Tell me about the behaviors. How reduced are they?
We were on level 20 at one point, and I didn't think we'd ever get away from that. That would be our lowest level. And I feel like now we're like on 2.
Yeah.
It is not the same bomb that would go off that it was before. Going through your program and removing certain things has made a tremendous difference.
So, what would you say to parents of children with autism about the program?
Just jump in and do it. I was even ready to cancel the day we were supposed to start. The anxiousness and the fear and the just doubt that had come from before was really getting a hold of me. And I thought, there's no way this is going to be another program. It's not going to work. But if you will just really jump in, really just let go, you have nothing else to lose. You will be surprised at what you see for your child and for yourself.
There's an element of trust, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I understand when parents are like, who's this woman online telling me that it doesn't have to be all that hard? How did you get past that?
Initially, to sign up, I was almost wanting to prove you wrong because that's what I've seen. Every program you go into, they have to do this. This is going to work. This is going to work. And it just kept failing and
Yeah.
failing. And at this point, I was like, it cannot get any worse than what it is. And if anything, you would learn something about kids like Ella. That's really what the mindset that I went into this with. And then I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I agree with her.
So, would you recommend this program to other parents?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I have already told some other family members that they need to do the program.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens for all of you in the next 3 months.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
I'm excited. I'm actually excited to see what's gonna happen.